Welcome to a new series, the first installment of It's the Way That You Use It. Just kidding. Welcome to my mixing tips and even mastering tips, dare I say, and offend highly esteemed mixing and mastering engineers with my amateur moves. Instead of enjoying coffee, man, try this out. I'm not getting paid for this product placement. This stuff, I just always feel better after taking this. Maybe it's the 333 there, 8,333%. I think I do feel the B12 as a pescatarian. I think I need the B12. Anyway, I don't need coffee. This is agua. And the living water I'm going to give you all today is too much. Let's talk about Treble. All right. I love this EP. This is by a band that is no longer with us. However, Del Curry is. They were from the UK. They toured with the Goo Goo Dolls at one point, and I think even Bon Jovi. Unfortunately, their studio outside of San Diego burned down at one point, and I think they had to re-record this. Anyway, I can tell, or I believe, this was recorded to tape. But I noticed with my El Cheapo tablet today, the treble was utterly piercing. I have sensitive ears, man, and the treble, there's just too much of some high frequencies going on, and it's quite noticeable. Usually, amateurs like myself have more problems with the low end and the sub-lows, and I'll do a separate video on that. But how do you tell if your treble is in order? Well, you use different listening devices. So that's one way to do it, because if you're amateur, you probably don't have acoustic treatment and high-end monitors. Do separate videos on that as well. So if you have a cheap tablet, your phone, I highly recommend or commend this Bluetooth speaker, JBL. Any Bluetooth speaker, but this is great too because you can actually test or check your mixes while walking outside. So that gets rid of room reflections altogether and bass buildup in the corners. But we're talking about treble again. So yeah, little speakers like phone speakers, tablets, man, if that treble is piercing, it's gonna hella pierce jaw mean. And no, jaw is not mean. So that's your little theological tidbit today. And I'm giving you a little free booster like on that pedal, that Chuck pedal that I saw that the Germans have so carefully crafted with their might and intellect. Man, there's a developer, there's a guy who knows his software, his coding behind that Liddy pedal with two real roaring tubes in the preamp section. Holy crap, I wish I could use it the way that I would use that pedal. But you know what, for now, I'm talking about treble. I'm trying to decide, oh yeah, you know what a lot of people are doing these days? Because tape, back in the day, everybody recorded to tape. You know, you bounced your mix onto a tape machine like a Studer, and that's how it was mastered. And tape does a lot of things, one of which is kind of tame the high frequencies. There's a high frequency roll off, and then it attenuates, kind of tucks in the high frequencies. So man, they really must have pushed some highs through whatever board, like the SSL or whatever they had for this EP. But in digital land, we don't have that. So a lot of digital mixes are really, really harsh. So a lot of people are using the plugin Soothe 2. I don't have it, but that's because I'm a broke ass loser, right? Shrek, right? JP Rodriguez, what's the P stand for? Maybe an insult you level toward me, you limp dick. Anyway, get a little too personal in this tutorial. Episode 1, check your mixes on different things. I have a big ass JPL PA speaker downstairs, which really helps with the mid-range primarily. But again, treble, earbuds, little Bluetooth speakers, tablets, phones, and also you can use metric A/B while you're mixing. That's extremely important to use reference tracks so you don't go down rabbit holes and start doing things for endless hours that you think are improving your mixes but aren't. That's it for now.